Hi, my name is Dr. Coldbeer, and let's start with 2 Point Hospital.
Here you will build and decorate a hospital, cure patients with utterly bizarre illnesses, train your staff and upgrade machines to create the most effective facility possible. Game is humorous. Here you will find various funny diseases you can cure, like turtlehead, premature mummification, emperor complex, or monobrow, for example.
Yes, that is serious.
Also, be sure that those illnesses are funny only to us, definitely not for our patients. You wouldn't want a appendicitis on your face or assicles all over your body. I'm pretty sure of that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Here you'll put on the shoes of a legendary Viking warrior on a quest of glory. Explore England's dark ages as you raid your enemies, grow your settlement and build your political power. Yeah, this is one of the most innovative Assassin's Creed games, and the Nordic theme of Vikings is what fans of the franchise always wanted, although it is far from the top predators of the genre, such as Title or Third Witcher or even Skyrim by the quality of story and characters. Also, no boobs for you here. Viking game without boobs. What is this blasphemy? Anyway, it is still a nice title, but wait for a sale. The price discount may be around 70%. Jurassic World Evolution 2. Here you can build your very own Jurassic Park just like in the first part, but a bit more beautiful, fancier and a bit better. You know that number at the end of the game's name has to mean something, and it means more species of dinosaurs as well, like at least 2. So at first it's all about fun, interesting creatures and happy customers, until some brown substance from the bottom of Biosaurus hits the fan. And by that I mean that life always finds the way, and that is kinda the opposite of life for everyone else in your park. You may think that the raptors will escape the cage and will start feasting on your customers, but the reality is way more cruel. There's almost no way that the first human eaten in your beautiful park by a potato raptor would be just a terrible accident. You know, the fault of cheap fence or stupid worker forgetting to close the gates. Nah, it will be you. You will save the game and then let the creatures go, because after a while you will get bored.
And only blood can entertain you.
Anno 1800s. Here you will take charge of your own future as you navigate the rapidly evolving technological landscape and malicious political arena of the 19th century. In other words, here you'll have to build an empire that will reach from the stinky cities of Europe to the untouched jungles of South America. Game is rich with technological innovations and conspiracies, so it will provide you an opportunity to prove your skills as a ruler, or, you know, to disappoint everyone more likely. You will create huge cities, plan efficient logistic networks, settle on an exotic new continents, send out expeditions around the globe and dominate your opponents by diplomacy, trade, warfare and your pure awesomeness. The bad thing about this game is that it is armed with DRM and requires a Ubisoft account. Sometimes I think that they do everything to repel you from buying their games. Those features do nothing. You can find the game in every pirate website anyway, so why even bother? Anyway, about 80% of reviews are positive, so if town builders are your spoon of potato salad, it may be an interesting choice for you. Sniper Elite 4. Here you'll discover a sniping freedom, experience tactical third-person combat, gameplay choice and epic long shots across huge levels as you liberate wartime Italy from the grip of fascism. I guess those fascists you sent to the eternal gardens of Mussolinium are not so keen to be liberated and would want to crack your skull instead, so it won't be an easy jog in a park, rather a fun, intense sniping party. The plot is set across the beautiful Italian peninsula, from sun-drenched Mediterranean coastal towns to ancient forests, mountain valleys and colossal Nazi megastructures. People are saying that the game is extremely satisfying and you can even shoot another sniper through his scope. A legendary shot, and I have no doubt that you will get an achievement for this. Overall, you will find 85 achievements here, and collecting them in this game is very fun. Portal 2. This is the best game on Steam according to the SteamDB, the very best on the whole Steam. Portal 2 is immune to passing time because it's definitely one of the best puzzle games ever created. And you probably know it well, but have you ever fully completed it? Maybe when you played they challenged you too hard, and now is the time to make another run. Your brain is definitely way different now than it was when you played it for the first time. So you may see challenges from a different perspective than before. Or not, we are not getting younger after all. And if you never played it, what can I say? I envy you because you are up for a treat. First Portal is also discounted and it's a proud owner of 7th place among the best Steam games, and the price is a joke. Far Cry 4. Travel to Himalayas into the fictional country of Kairat, and of course try to overthrow the oppressive regime of the dictator in the process. Because, you know, that's what we do, right? Casually traveling around the world, drinking piñatas, and then boom, you are the leader of some separatist movement in the country that you have never even heard of before. And yes, I know what piñata is, I'm just trolling you. Of course, Far Cry 4 is not the newest title of the franchise, but it is still a great game with a great price. The world of Far Cry is really impressive and alive, with terrain spanning from lush forests to the snow-capped Himalayas. The entire world is teeming with life and deadly encounters. Leopards, rhinos, black eagles, and vicious honey badgers. This is a home of untouched wildlife, so every time as you embark on your hunt for resources, know that something may be hunting you as well. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Here we'll experience the final chapter of Lara's origin as she is forged into the Tomb Raider we all know. This version includes the base game, all 7 DLC challenge tombs, all downloadable weapons, outfits and skills. Here you'll have to survive and thrive in one of the deadliest places on Earth and master an unforgiving jungle setting in order to survive. Also explore underwater environments filled with crevasses and deep tunnel systems. You will have to use the jungle to your advantage. Strike suddenly and disappear like a jaguar, or you know, like your money on every Steam sale. Use dirt as camouflage and disseminate fear in enemies to sow chaos. Yeah, the game's description makes an impression that you will play not as Lara Croft, but as a predatory vampire monster, to say the least. Warhammer 40k Gladius Relics of War. That's a long-ass name, I give them that. The game has a very positive review score and 90% discount. That is great, but of course there is a catch. If you like the game, keep in mind that there are about 13 DLCs available. So yeah, that's a trap for your wallet, but it may be a pleasant one. Maybe you like to suffer, I don't judge. Anyway, Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War brings you a world of terror and violence with a turn-based 4X strategy game. You'll face a challenging AI and cooperate or compete with friends and strangers across the globe. Play as one of 4 iconic Warhammer factions, each with their own unique playstyle and technology tree. Explore a randomly generated world filled with special features and threatening wildlife that can crush your troops' morale. People on Steam are talking that this is a great strategy game, but as I've mentioned before, many say that without DLCs it feels incomplete. Well, this price is a joke, so you can risk it anyway. Still, more expensive than your sister. Trailmakers. Here you will build a car, plane or boat, or mash them all together as a transforming car, plane, boat and explore the world. You can play the campaign, learn the basics of building and try piloting various vehicles. Go to one of the sandbox maps and build a mechanical potato you always dreamed of owning in real life. The game offers a variety of weapons you can use to build the biggest, baddest vehicle and utilize it against your foes or even friends in epic skirmishes. From miniguns to rocket launchers, bombs and smart guns. Your preferred choice of mayhem is waiting for you here. People are saying that the game is super fun and a bit addictive. Some of the players have hundreds of hours of playtime on record, so be aware that this game may keep your virginity safe and sound for a long time. This is Lord of the Rings themed orc killing simulator. I don't even know how else to name it because all you do here is orc killing. Even orcs kill other orcs here, and you will hack, slash and smash right and left and right because here you are true combat god and nobody can withstand your power. Well, except probably Darth Vader and Thanos, and well, Jason Statham could kick your ass as well. And Machete. Machete could definitely make a meat burrito out of you, but you will not find any of them in this game, so you are safe to play without any fear. The game has 87% of positive reviews on Steam, so if you somehow missed this awesome open world RPG game, there is no better time than now to get it. Darkest Dungeon. In this challenging turn-based roguelite RPG, you will recruit and train heroes and send them to battle in a variety of dungeons. Yeah, as always, send others to do your own job. The interesting part is that these said heroes are very, human. In-game they will battle not only enemies but also stress, fear and lack of potato salad, by which I mean hunger. So you will uncover strange mysteries and pit the heroes against an array of fearsome monsters. Game may not look like it's a lot of fun, but it is, believe me. Even though people love this game, at times it can seem punishing and unfair. But in general, Darkest Dungeon is fun if you like numbers, strategy and turn-based combat. Also, players are seeing many similarities with H.P. Lovecraft stories, like The Alchemist and famous Call of Cthulhu as well, not to mention overall dark and gloomy vibes. Outlast 1 and 2. This first-person horror game became a classic soon after the release. Here you are no fighter. If you encounter a horror, you only have 3 options: run, hide, or die. And it is definitely one of the scariest games I have ever played. It has a good story, nice ending, and more jump scares that you can possibly imagine. So if you have a weak heart, it would be even more fun. You know, what can immerse you more into the game than your real life, huh? Second part is also great, but it is set in a totally different place. While in the first Outlast you explore a terrifying asylum, in the second part your helicopter crashes near a village full of crazy people. Not as crazy as your ex-mother-in-law, but still, really terrifying. One thing that bothered me while playing the second part is that I got motion sick rather quickly, and I usually play first-person games without much problems, so be careful with that. Far Cry New Dawn. Far Cry games have always been colorful, but this is an absolutely next level of an airy-fairy unicorn carnage. They call it vibrant, I call it eye-melting. Despite that, Far Cry New Dawn is a decent game. Here you will dive into a post-apocalyptic Montana, 17 years after a global nuclear catastrophe. You will join fellow survivors and lead the fight against the dangerous new mob and their ruthless leaders, as they seek to take over the last remaining resources. And you are not in a mood to give your potato salad to anyone. You are more fond of bloodshed and carnage, and this is what you will do here. If you have a friend or loving mother-in-law, you can play this game together in co-op mode as well. People on Steam are bashing New Dawn for being just a shadow of Far Cry 5, and I agree, it should have been a DLC. But when it's on sale, why not? It costs as DLC as well, except you don't need the base game to play it. Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. This is a stealth-based game, meaning that you can shoot your way through the enemies or sneak up behind them without being traced, hack systems to retrieve information, or use your social skills to extract information from key characters. There are always choices, multiple approaches, multiple paths, and multiple tools at your disposal. People on Steam are talking that Deus Ex is really enjoyable, although very linear. But in this instance, the linear aspect is a good thing, because despite the fact that the game is guiding you in your path, it doesn't hold your hand or penis, and you are free to approach every situation as you please. And as I've mentioned before, the ways of playing are really numerous, and the only limit is your imagination. That also means that everyone without imagination has no limits at all. Let it sink. Yeah, also I can promise that in Deus Ex you will find many amazing music scores. The game has a really exceptional soundtrack which is creating an amazing atmosphere. Prey. The game has a really cool story that has you playing as a scientist exploring a place infested by an alien life form. Yeah, I bet you heard that somewhere. A few dozen, 100 million times. Despite that, aliens are really nice here. Well, by saying nice, I mean that they are the opposite of nice. You wouldn't want to chat with them about video games or best beer kinds in the universe or, you know, the best recipe for potato salad. No, they are terrifying creatures. Although, as I always say, not as terrifying as people who put pineapple in potato salad. Those are the worst. Just imagine this space station filled with them. Prey is a thriller, but that tiny change would make it one of the scariest horror games ever. So anyway, Prey gives you a variety of weapons to use, along with superpowers like telepathy or the ability to trick enemies by turning yourself into everyday items. Yeah, it may sound like nonsense, but it's not. You can truly acquire alien abilities and use them by stopping time or turning yourself into a bottle of beer, and then you can roll around like crazy. Not suspicious at all. Well, this ability of turning yourself into a stuff could probably spice up the love life of you and your wife or imaginary girlfriend. I don't judge. But first you have to defeat the space evil and escape from the space station alive, and with all the parts intact needed for, you know, spiciness. SOULCALIBUR 6. A fighter game where you can control Geralt the Witcher should definitely catch your attention. If you like to beat your friends, it's a bad habit, you should stop. Better beat them in this game, which has very positive reviews on Steam, so expect to have a great time together. For example, some guy said that SOULCALIBUR 6 is everything he wanted Tekken 7 to be, so here you will get a full assortment of single-player modes and all new battle mechanics. But beware, according to one Steam user, there is no voice chat on multiplayer, so the game is just not the same without all that toxic rage. But nevertheless, just pick Geralt and kick some ass in silence. Scarlet Nexus. So here in the far distant anime future, a psionic hormone was discovered in the human brain, granting people extra sensory powers, and that changed the world as we knew it. As humanity entered this new era, deranged mutants known as Others began to descend from the sky with a hunger for human brains. Highly resistant to conventional attack methods, extreme measures needed to be taken to battle the overwhelming threat and preserve humanity. Those with acute extrasensory abilities known as psionics were our only chance to fight the danger from above. So I guess it is you and your anime heroes named Yuito and Kasani. You will have to complete both of their anime stories to unlock all the anime mysteries of a brainpunk future caught between technology and psychic abilities. Reviews are very positive, although people are saying that the game is quite generic and may not inspire you in any way. Zombie Army 4: Dead War. Hitler's hordes are back for more. Abominable occult enemies, epic weapons, and a harrowing new campaign for 1 to 4 players await you in 1940s Europe, as you will have to fight to save humankind from undead Armageddon. The game offers huge new levels where you uncover a sinister plan that takes you across Italy and beyond. You will fight the forces of darkness in corpse-riddled canals, survive a zombie zoo, and journey to dark, inexplicable places no person has been before and live to tell the tale. The game is also armed with the old good X-ray kill camera. You can watch in slow motion as bullets, bombs, and other stuff destroy bones and flesh in a see-through vision. Ain't gonna lie, that is really satisfying. And when zombies surround you, you can fight back in melee combat as well. Game has a very positive review score, and the only thing people are mainly complaining about is that this is a third-person only game. No first-person shooting action here, sadly. Deathloop. It is a first-person shooter where two rival assassins are trapped in a mysterious time loop on a remote island, doomed to repeat the same day for eternity. Your only chance for escape is to end the cycle by assassinating 8 main targets before the day resets. Every new loop is your opportunity to change everything. You will use the knowledge you gain from each attempt to change your playstyle, so it is fair to say that it is a roguelite game and may not be appealing to everyone. Here you can choose to stealthily sneak through levels or jump into the fight. You know, guns blazing, shouting war cries and profanities. In each loop you'll discover new secrets, gather intel on your targets as well as on the island, and expand your arsenal. You will be armed with a host of otherworldly abilities and incredible weaponry. Although I must warn you that the game's biggest strength is also its biggest weakness. People on Steam are saying that the game is repetitive.
Yeah, who could have thought?
Witch It. This is a multiplayer hide-and-seek game where you are tasked with seeking hidden witches that blend in with the environment. Well, or play as a witch and do all that blending yourself. At first glance, that book on a shelf may look innocent, but remember, witches can disguise themselves as any physical object, although if you turn yourself into a pizza, you will look kinda suspicious on the ground or in the bookshelf as well. You need to think where and how to blend in. Sadly, there is no ability to transform yourself into hairy balls.
That is sad.
Also, if you are a hunter, your perception skills will come in handy, that's no doubt. Here you'll also be able to craft new items or even your own maps to play in. Game may look a bit childish, and honestly it is, but it has around 90% of positive reviews, so a great time is almost guaranteed. Mortal Shell. Here combat is very strategic. You must trust your weapon only when an opportunity opens. You have to calculate your moves and unleash counterblows or perish and meet your doom if you are an impatient one. You will be given some cool abilities like Stone Form, which can be used as a block or to add brutal weight to your own devastating attacks. Also, the RPG element is very strong here. You can get new skills, upgrade old ones, sharpen your blades with acid, and of course find different weapons. Your path is guarded by tough adversaries devoted to creepy gods. You will meet many grotesque creatures, but do not let fear halt your journey. Muster your courage and face them down as a true sofa warrior you are. I know that this game will probably infuriate you, but the price is very nice. I would even say that this is the right price for the game. I wouldn't dare to recommend it to you for the full price, but now, you know, why not? For the King. If you took Heroes of Might and Magic and crossbred it with some children's book with big pictures in it, you would get For the King. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of a better comparison, but it's quite accurate. For the King is a strategic RPG that blends tabletop and roguelike elements in an adventure that spans over the realms. You can play it alone or cooperatively both online and locally. Yeah, every playthrough is made unique with procedurally generated maps, quests, loots and events for you to participate in. Between playthroughs you can purchase weapons, items, NPCs, classes, events and so on. It has roguelite replayability implemented and this time it's kinda cool. You know, except the fact that you will die a lot. Yeah, that's what roguelite is all about. Dying and then getting better because of that. People on Steam are saying that the game is very addictive and you can be killed by a skeleton named Boner. Let that sink. Forza Horizon 4. The game will be delisted from Steam on December 15th, and not only from Steam, from all other stores as well. That is due to licensing and agreements with various brands and partners. You know, to use the original car models, you have to buy licenses, and those in this instance are limited in time. Of course, they could rebuy everything, but Forza Horizon 4 will never be as profitable as before. It is an older game after all. Anyway, if you buy it, you can play it after delisting as well, so last chance to obtain it. You know, it has around 90% of positive reviews on Steam and it is one of the most loved games by racing fans in general. Here you can collect over 450 cars, race, do stunts, create and participate in open-ended campaign. Also, dynamic seasons change everything. Go at it alone or team up with others and explore beautiful and historic Britain in a shared open world, meaning that you can play this game alone or participate in online player versus player races and so on. I'm not a big fan of racing games, but I'm tempted to get this one as well. Dishonored 2. The story of the second game is set 15 years after the events of the first one. Here, another worldly usurper has seized the Emperor's throne, leaving the fate of the Isles hanging in the balance. He will travel beyond the legendary streets of the once dazzling coastal city, track down the enemies and take back what's rightfully yours. You will be able to play as Emily or Corvo and bring their own perspectives and emotional responses to the world and story. Each character has their own set of powers, gadgets and uniquely tuned weapons, and only you will decide whether you fight your way through the city streets or sneak across the rooftops. And of course, which enemies you decide to slay or to spare. People are saying that if you play the first part, this will feel like a reboot with more stuff. That is not a bad thing, keeping in mind that the first part was a masterpiece, and the review score is around 90%. Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. Take control of one of the most technologically advanced armies in the Imperium, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Here you lead the expedition on the newly rediscovered planet and will try to seize the power. You can customize your team, manage resources, discover long-forgotten tech and control your tech priests every move. People on Steam are saying that this game is highly addictive, well-written and can be appealing not only for Warhammer fans but also for simple folk that never even heard the word. I doubt the last one, but it's really hard to find any negative feedback. More than 90% of the reviews are positive, so really close to overwhelmingly positive title. Endzone, a world apart. A group of terrorists blew up nuclear power plants around the globe and plunged the world into chaos. Only a few were able to escape into underground facilities called the Endzones. Well, in the real world, if that happened, it would suck, but it wouldn't be a civilization-ending event. Anyway, this is a game. 150 years later, mankind returns to the surface and, surprise, surprise, under your command. So, poor humanity is doomed. I'm sorry, no offense. Okay, a little offense. Here, in an extremely hostile environment, full of radioactivity, contaminated rain and vicious climate change, you will have to prove your worth as a leader.
Good luck with that.
So you will have to build a settlement, gather and refine resources, send expeditions to forgotten places, and much more. People on Steam are talking that the game is really fun if you like city builders, but it has complex UI system and the lore part is really weak. Also, the game is really hard. Anyway, 77% of players who try the Endzone are recommending this game for you. My Time at Portia. This is a fun and relaxing RPG, a great open-world game with an incredible amount of stuff to do. It is similar to Stardew Valley, but has more depth in it, literally because it is in 3D and figuratively because it is bigger in general. And this is the best game if you just want to relax. Here you arrive in a weird post-apocalyptic new town named Portia to inherit your father's old building workshop and spend your time restoring it to its former glory. It's definitely not a game for a serious RPG lover, but sometimes it's just good to relax, catch some alpacas, build some experimental devices and even go to a dungeon to fight giant rats. Definitely a game for the whole family. Spirit of the North. This is a single-player, third-person adventure game inspired by the mysterious, breathtaking landscapes of Iceland. The story takes root from various pieces of Nordic folklore. Here you play as an ordinary red fox whose story becomes entwined with the guardian of the Northern Lights, a magical spirit fox. As you journey over the mountains and under red-stained skies, you'll discover more about your companion and land left in ruin. The game is uniquely designed to have no dialogue or narration. You know, foxes do not talk, or do they?
What does the fox say?
I'm sorry, you probably forgot this song exists, but now it will be stuck again like an earworm in your head for a long time. You are welcome. So, Spirit of the North is an adventure game with strong puzzle elements, so be sure you like to use your IQ, if you have one. Yonder, the Cloudcatcher Chronicles. This title can be really entertaining for those who like farming and crafting games like Stardew Valley, My Time at Portia and similar ones. Although it's not on the same level of quality, it's way shorter and smaller than those aforementioned, but it's really cute and interesting. If you have a hunger for games like that, it may be a good choice. Yonder is a relaxing open-world adventure set in a natural island paradise with 8 distinct environments ranging from tropical beaches to snow-capped summits. But this land is not as perfect as it seems. The mysterious Murg has taken hold of a land, so your task is to
Remove it.
Iron Harvest. The game is set in an alternative timeline of the First World War. The main thing that distinguishes our world from Iron Harvest is the giant steam-powered robots, main weapons of the war. Here you'll find a huge variety of them, and I'll be honest, they look very detailed. All the design features are absolutely 10 cold beers out of 10, although the gameplay itself is... you know, well, it's a decent strategy game, but if you are a fan of StarCraft or Command & Conquer, Iron Harvest is not for you. Avoid at all cost. Like, literally, do not take it even if it's free, even if they pay you. But if you are just a casual player, then yeah, try it out. Keep in mind, your grandma as well could play this game, even if she's dead. Mine is dead and she plays this game all the time with my other dead grandma, and even they want a faster game. So Iron Harvest is that slow, I'm not kidding. Although that doesn't mean that Iron Harvest is easy. It's slow, but it's hard. It will challenge you and your grandma. You can play online in co-op mode together, by the way. The most annoying thing is that robots have reaction delays. You click on some spot and then you watch how your mech still goes to the previous direction for 1 second or so, then stops, then slowly starts turning and moving where you want it to go. Developers say that they did it because of physics and realism, but what it actually does, it infuriates you and you just want to quit the game. Severed Steel. Here you will play as a woman named Steel. You have a prosthetic arm and you use it to navigate the levels, which adds an interesting and unique element to the gameplay. And although Steel has no arm, she's not armless, if you know what I mean. Honestly, here you'll find a huge arsenal of arms, just not arms. The game's physics engine can be a little bit wild at times, which makes for some hilarious moments when enemies get flung around like ragdolls. And with a killer soundtrack that perfectly matches the game's pace, Severed Steel is really fun to play. Whether you are a hardcore FPS fan or just looking for a casual game, I think it's worth your time. It has more than 90% of positive reviews on Steam, and that is always a proof of a good game.
Assetto Corsa.
This is a racing simulator with a very affordable price. If you like realism more than arcade fun, this may be your spoon of potato salad. For example, the circuits have been developed using laser scan technology in order to guarantee the highest level of accuracy possible in reproducing real-world racing environments. And despite the game being a bit on the older side, its licensing agreements somehow still work. Not like in some other games, if you know what I'm talking about. So here you can drive BMW, Ferrari, Audi, Lamborghini, Mercedes, Pototoni, Saladini and many other famous cars. Well, maybe not the latter, but hey, still a lot. The game surprised me with a vast amount of controls it supports. For example, you can play it either with a steering wheel or with a keyboard and everything in between. The range is truly here. Anyway, if you like racing sims, this is a must. And if you have no idea what racing sim is, for this price you can just try. Maybe it's for you. Homeworld Remastered Collection. €3 for this classic goodness? Count me in. Pack includes both first and second remastered Homeworld games and Homeworld Remastered multiplayer. I don't know if someone actually plays it, but after this sale there should be at least a few people that can humiliate you in 1 versus 1 battle. You know, there are at least 90 people at all times who play this game, so some of them may want to try their luck in PvP as well. Here you can build more than 100 spaceships, enjoy them in 4K resolution and entertain yourself with mod support and mod tools. rules, so you can make your own potato spaceships and join the battle to conquer the space called Beristan, or download some models created by way more talented people than you are. No offense. I played classic Homeworld some 20 years ago, and I can still remember the wonderful soundtrack this game provides. Absolutely 11 out of 10. The atmosphere of this game was literally out of this world, or, you know, out of this Homeworld. Moonlighter. Here you are a shopkeeper who wants to keep your customers happy by providing them with various goods. You can put items on sale, set their price carefully, manage gold reserves, recruit assistants and upgrade the shop. But be careful though, some shady individuals may want to steal your precious wares. The trickiest part is getting the goods. You have to swim over River Nemunas to Kaliningrad, get contraband and then swim back to European Union to get rich. No, of course I'm kidding. You have to go to ancient passages to different realms and dimensions, fight various enemies and collect items from their dead, cold, maimed bodies. So romantic. Anyway, here the part where you hack, slash and die begins. People on Steam are saying that the game is fun, aesthetically pleasing and relaxing. Yeah, relaxing. So forget about big challenges, it's an easier game in general. But hey, it's nice to have something not Souls-like hardcore from time to time after all. Chorus. Here you'll unlock amazing weapons and mind-bending abilities. Along with your sentient starfighter, visit ancient temples, engage in exhilarating zero-G combat, and venture beyond our waking reality. Explore epic locations such as sprawling space stations and strange planes of existence beyond our own. Engage in dogfights from epic cosmic void to tight crystalline corridors. People on Steam are saying that Chorus is one of the best-looking space games to date, but will make you vomit on your keyboard if you are a victim of motion sickness. If you are in doubt, just download and play Chorus demo on Steam absolutely free. Fellseal Arbiter's Mark. This is a beautifully hand-drawn, story-driven, turn-based tactical RPG set in a fantasy world with a touch of steampunk. You'll experience an epic and mature story unfolding through over 40 encounters and topped with challenging endgame content. To progress, you will have to master classic tactical combat battles with rugged terrain and elevation. Class system contains over 30 classes and 300 abilities. It lets you customize every one of your characters through the selection of their class, subclass and passives. People on Steam are saying that this game is simply awesome. And tactics-wise, if you want a real challenge, play on very hard mode and prove that you have the biggest, hardest and hairiest mental balls a person could have. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. The year is 2029. Mechanically augmented humans have now been deemed outcasts, living a life of complete and total segregation from the rest of society. So you, being one of those banished humans, you are forced to operate in a world that has grown to despise your kind. Armed with a new arsenal of state-of-the-art weapons and augmentations, you must choose the right approach, along with who to trust in order to unravel the vast worldwide conspiracy. And you know what this conspiracy is? Someone decided not only to put pineapple in the potato salad, but to replace potatoes themselves with it.
Blasphemy!
Yeah, of course I'm kidding. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided is not a horror game. You will not experience such horrendous actions here. People on Steam are saying that this is a nice game with a nice story and extremely satisfying combat, but won't work if your internet is down. Yeah, it's one of those single-player games that need the internet to work. Not cool. Styx, Master of Shadows. This is an infiltration game with RPG elements, taking place in a dark fantasy universe where you sneak, steal and assassinate your way through as Styx, 200 years old goblin. Here you will be completing various missions and at the same time avoiding detection. Sneak in the shadows, assassinate your targets in close combat, or, you know, orchestrate accidents. RPG mechanics let you unlock new powerful skills, impressive special moves, and optimized equipment that will grant you spectacular powers such as invisibility, which is not meant for any creepy activities you just had in mind. You can also buy second part of the game. It is discounted as well, just be careful don't acquire the collection bundle that includes a DLC. You see, that DLC is just a weapon and an outfit, nothing more. Also, it's not cosmetics only. These items are quite powerful, so in a way it's a pay-to-win DLC. That is a blasphemy beyond any words. Othercide. Here you will lead your army of female warriors to battle. Your skill in combat will decide their fate, shape their abilities and personality. So under your command, they probably just die angrily in pain and agony. Anyway, jokes aside, like in all turn-based games, here you will have to plan your moves carefully, because one wrong action can lead your party to failure. Although the game offers cool mechanics where you can sacrifice one to heal another, survivors will get stronger, ready to fight the next battle. The bad news is that the game practices permanent permadeath. So by sacrificing warriors, you are like sacrificing them for real. And the elephant in the room is, of course, the visuals of the game. Only black, white and red color palette exists here and makes this game stand out from other similar projects.
I prescribe you the subscription to this channel. Okay, bye.